Boom.
Action.
Poor strips.
Kat, no, listen, love. It's not pore strips. It's pore strips. It's strips for your pores on your face.
Oh.
Oy vey.
Ooh, that is so silky.
Yes, that's why 9 out of 10 women
My nostrils are singed. She was all I dreamed of and more. Her fumes, the dawning of my devotion. Was my fog a reality or merely perfection? Merely perfection. Fouled by toilette.
Oh. When my dishes are at their grimiest, I reach for 𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐘. Yes, just one squirt of 𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐘 can take away even the nastiest of stains.
Good evening. Joining us on tonight's program is a very special guest, Miss Beatrice Dotard, one of the last surviving passengers of the RMS Titanic, that ominous voyage which ended in disaster in April 1912. Miss Dotard, can you please share with us some of your memories of that ill-fated ship?
Well, it sank.
Yes. Could you elaborate for us?
Certainly not. Particularly not on television.
No, I mean, could you tell us more?
Well, as I said, the ship sank. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with ships, but most of them are designed to be of a floating nature. This one wasn't.
Is that all?
Well, of course, you must remember that I was just a mere slip of a girl in 1912, so my memories are rather vague.
How old were you?
37. Oh, yes, it's all coming flooding back to me now. It must have been the onion soup, excuse me. Anywho, I remember my father, Sir Gerald, being so brave. He was always a man of action, you know.
What did he do?
Just as soon as it was announced the ship was sinking, he insisted on taking one of the lifeboats and going for help. I remember he grabbed my mother by the shoulders, looked her straight in the eye, and said everything will be all right.
Did he go alone?
No, bless him. He took 2 or 3 of the young female passengers, armed with only a few crates of champagne and caviar, some pillows and blankets, and rode off into the night. And that's the last I ever saw him.
How did you manage to escape?
Well, you see, by the time my mother and I arrived to where they keep the lifeboats, they had already been filled. Oh, it was a horrible sight. There was much pushing and shoving and screaming and wailing and gnashing and flossing of teeth. But luckily there were a couple of second-class passengers standing nearby, and we were able to use them as flotation devices.
Good evening. Now then, some of you have been complaining about the dancing girls on this program. Do's muses, as we like to call them. Well, as the producer, it is my job to make sure this program maintains a certain level of taste and decorum. Now, I'm not against half-naked dancing women, not as often as I'd like to be. Having said that, I look at it like this. Now, many of you have asked if having these pieces of filler material, this fluff, as you call it, is strictly necessary. Well, I would like to remind you that we are first and foremost a comedy program, which means we deem it a necessary evil to have bits of comedy strewn throughout each episode. If this offends you, please look away until the dancing girls come back on. Thank you very much.
You know who I bumped into on the way to get my new glasses? Everyone.
You know, I almost had a threesome once. Just needed 2 more people.
I finally got my boyfriend to stop biting his nails. I make him wear shoes.
Right? I feel like a 16-year-old, but there's never any around.
Cigarette, well, on and on and on and donkin', honkin', yet. Been gone, well left, in a Texarkana rock, and travel around in a tractor, with a calling on a dog. Oh, down and a home, but a day dip down and late, well, a honkin' on and on and on and across the USA. Down in the herd, Then home, then home, then honky tonk bay.